Hi, I'm Will Knauer, a museum educator at Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, and this is a close-looking exercise in your My Museum kit. In this video, we will be exploring Ghosts of Consumption for Pete M. by Pam Longobardi. Before we begin talking about this artwork, let's take a moment to let your eye wander all over the piece. Look carefully from top to bottom and side to side, paying close attention to all of the details you see. Please pause the video to give yourself a few moments to look. What objects do you see in this artwork? Do you happen to notice empty bottles, bicycle pedals, pieces of lost toys, broken circles, severed rods, umbrella handles, and maybe even some objects you couldn't quite identify? All of these objects are made out of plastic and were found washed up on the shores of our beaches. Take a few moments to look around and try to identify a few more pieces. As we begin talking about what we can see in this work of art by Pam Longobardi, we should understand two main words in the title: ghosts and consumption. When you hear the word ghost, you may have an idea about what that means or looks like to you. In this case, Pam Longobardi uses the word ghosts to speak about decisions or actions from the past that still affect or haunt the present. The second word we should explore is consumption. Do you know what consumption means? You may notice that consumption is similar to the word consume. When we consume things, we eat, drink, buy, or use them. So, ghosts of consumption is talking about the pieces that are left over from the things we consume, our trash. What message is Pam Longobardi trying to share with this artwork? To answer that more fully, let's look at an artwork that was painted during a time in world history called the Industrial Revolution. Francis Guy painted Winter Scene in Brooklyn between 1819 and 1820. If we look closely at the painting, what kinds of buildings, activities, and people can we see? Let's take an extra moment to pretend that we are in this city. Which character would you be, and why? As we identify different objects and people in the painting, we can begin to understand what life may have been like at the time. This was a time when people began to invent different machines, power sources, and ways of organizing work to make life easier and more comfortable. Even though all of us deserve comfort and the ability to enjoy life, it doesn't always work out that way for everyone involved. Many inventions and ideas that grew from the Industrial Revolution do help us in our everyday lives, but they also create a lot of waste and leave many others feeling forgotten. How can we change that? If we can use sympathy when making a decision, it means we can consider the feelings of another while acting out our choices. This is a great thing to do, but there is something even better. If we learn to use empathy when we make choices in our lives, we consider the feelings of others and use our ability to put ourselves in the place of another. This means you think about how your decisions would affect them as if you were them. Pam Longobardi uses her artwork to show that our decisions can affect our physical environment, which really affects all of us too. An environment can be defined as the location and conditions in which a person, animal, or plant lives. Your house can be considered an environment because it is what you are surrounded by. The entire earth can also be thought of as an environment because it is where all life on earth lives together. In this artwork, Longobardi chose the ocean as the specific environment to focus on. She created Ghosts of Consumption for Pete M. by using objects that don't belong in the ocean, but that she has unfortunately found there. Now, why would she choose to organize the plastic trash she found in this way? Why do you think she has chosen to create a large circle out of all these little bits of broken plastic? We can look at the title again for a clue. For Piet M in the full title of the work is referring to the famous Dutch artist named Piet Mondrian. He created his abstract paintings with horizontal and vertical lines that were organized into large, bold shapes of red, yellow, blue, and white separated by black lines. He also called his style of work neoplasticism, or the new plastic painting. Perhaps we can see some inspiration from his style in Longobardi's artwork here today. Is there more to this work of art than just arranging pieces of plastic found in the ocean into a large circle? I think so. Pam Longobardi is an environmentalist and believes it is very important to take care of the earth. She spends much of her time cleaning up the plastic from the ocean, which she uses in her artworks. She is showing empathy for the planet because the planet is a living thing and can't exactly defend itself without our help. Her artistic process shows that we can have empathy even when we create. Wow, it's so great to know that if each of us just does a little bit, it can make a huge difference now and in the future. Two great ways that we can help is by having empathy, which we have learned is how we think about and consider other people and our planet, as well as the idea of sustainability, which is our ability to maintain something and take care of it. We can use these two ideas when we are making decisions to help ensure that all living things will enjoy life now and in the future. Thank you for watching. Now, please feel free to go to the art making video that is related to ghosts of consumption. Remember to keep in mind what you have learned here as you have fun making some interesting and wonderful art.